Hello there everybody, it's my pleasure to be back with update 1.3 for my map DE Spice. Okay, this is a big one. I've gotten a boatload of feedback from friends and most importantly actually from the nice folks over at reddit.com/r/globaloffensive. They did last Tuesday, they did a really big playtest and it was really cool. I've seen all the stats, I've looked at them, I've watched all the demos, I've analyzed them. And I've made changes according to what I've seen and according to what other people have told me. I also want to give a shout out to a guy called Milfshaked, who's global elite on EU, was nice enough to actually run around the map with me and give me his feedback from a high level player. And last but not least, there's Liquid Dabs, an actual pro level player who is also over at teamliquid.net, nice enough to actually give me more feedback in a private message as well. So this map is really on its way to becoming really competitive. Right now I'm really happy with the state of the map and I'll let you know exactly what has changed. As I said, it's fairly big. Now the general gist of the feedback was the map was too T-sided. On most matches that were played, on most actual competitive matches that I've seen so far, the map was definitely too T-sided. Been some exceptions, but yeah, it was overall too T-sided. And one big thing in a classic map layout like we have here with the mid, it's that always mid is an important factor in your strategies, and then mid was simply too T-sided. Basically, Ts would get mid for free. And that has changed in the sense that, first of all, this box here has moved. This used to be here. Now you have no more cover when you come around this corner. More importantly, also, I've changed these double doors here and there. Not only do they now look a little bit more nice, I think, but it's better to play. You know, you don't have to awkwardly kind of inch your way through these doors anymore, and especially here, which always kind of, well, sucked. So now you can actually get here, and I've tested this. So now as CTs come out here, they can actually cut the corner a bit earlier, and they're actually here first, and you can, you know, if you're good at this, you can really just get out the op, peek the corner, and you will be here first. It's very tight, but you can be here first as a CT. You will be here first if you do it right, and you'll get the peek on any T. So taking mid as a T now becomes more complicated, and you would have to, you know, use some sort of smoke strategy. And I have no smoke set for this map quite yet, but let's try something here, see what this does. Yeah. That would work. See, this is more strategical already. Same goes for the other side, of course. You know, you can find a smoke that probably does what you want here. I'm just improvising. That one was way too high, but if you threw the same smoke without jumping, it would probably land just about here. It's pretty easy now to do this. And bam, you know, suddenly you have actual map control as a CT, which is a new thing. It didn't exist before. You can see another big change, but let's look at it from the other side. I added some detail, by the way. I just wanted to mention this, like a smoking chimney here, and various other details that I think make the look, make the map look a little bit nicer. So apartments, another big thing. Everybody was upset about apartments. Okay, it was too complicated. It was too maze-like. It was unfair. So I've changed this. Okay, I was a little bit reluctant to do this. I'm not gonna lie, but I've changed this because the overwhelming feedback was that it was too complicated. Now it's simple. So as a CT, get into apartments. There's no more hallway here. You just go into this bedroom, which is just a connector, and you're here, okay? And here you can get into bomb site directly, or you can go into the sniper room to hold the bomb site from here. This has no more connector here either. It's more simple. It just has this, but you need to break them. You need to break the boards here. You can get through, or you go back and you would actually come out here and go left and take this route. So we have a loop here. We do have a loop, but it's the only loop, okay? No more craziness, no more like really weird corners. I even rounded off this corner to make it less of an angle, so nobody can really sit in there. You know, if you come out here, you know nobody's here. Just to be a little bit more fair, to give less, you know, stupid kind of camp spots that aren't really fun. Anyways, you come up here, same thing. Now a little bit cleaner, better for pro players, I would hope. And then this is a big change, okay? So now this is less of a weird kind of camper corner. Now this is actually an interesting spot where you're gonna have to fight, okay? So there's going to have to be a CT holding this say I have a deagle here. No. Holding this corner is now very important, and this is where a lot of fights are going to be. This general area here is going to be where there's going to be a lot of conflict, okay? But the interesting thing is now this is opened, so it's really kind of strategical. Now, do CTs actually push to mid, or do they turn the corner? Do they have somebody backing them up maybe from here, holding this so they can actually peek out further? In a sense, it's more teamwork, it's more strategy, as opposed to individual aim being the only thing mattering in the map. And I think that's pretty cool. Okay, next big change here. This hasn't really changed too much, but this is a big change. This connector is gone. Okay, this is closed from both sides, as you can see. Very, very important change. A lot of people suggested this, and I'm 100% on board. I never liked this connector, because if you think about it, T's, if they wanted to go A, they would never have to go like through apartments. They would always just go through here and be in garage, and they could just take the bomb site, you know, from here. And that's just not very strategical. Again, a big focus in this update 1.3 is adding more strategy to the game and to the map here. Now, I've decided not to close this off entirely, but to actually leave a little bit of a gap. So first of all, you can nade through. Okay, you can do that. Obviously, smoke and flash. Well, I'm not sure if that's going to be overly important because the spot here is a little bit weird. You could even jump up here right now and kind of just have like a headshot gallery. But that's only useful if you want to have like a lurk. I think that's a pretty cool lurk spot. If you do take A and you have a lurk sitting here, you know, if a CT actually makes the decision to retake from here, which is, you know, you could imagine that. If they don't check this, they might get lurked from there. I think that's okay. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, more changes, more big changes. Okay, all like of the people said bomb sites need more cover. Again, something I agree 100% with. So we have a big piece of cover here. This has changed quite a bit, okay? Also, this used to be a dark surface. This is now bright, thanks to feedback that said that it was hard to see the player models on the background, and that's something I want to avoid as well. So, big cover, okay? So now, as a CT, if you're going to hold A, no more do you need to basically play from up here because no other spot is good enough. Now you can get into sight. Now you can actually get behind here. You know, play from here. Play from here. Okay, you have cover. You can actually, this is a really cool kind of asset, I think, here. That I put together using other assets, and you can actually jump up here really well from both sides of this thing. Okay, very easy, just a simple crouch jump. So that's pretty cool, I think. You know, there's much more stuff you can do now. You can kind of go up here. You can probably make some sort of weird jump up here. You can do all kinds of things now. I like that quite a bit personally. This truck has been turned around. Okay, no more awkward jumping on the truck either. People didn't like that, and I can understand that. You cannot get on top of this truck anymore. You probably can boost up if you're really taking the time. You can probably boost up with a second player if you really want to. And that's okay. If you take the time to boost up there, you can do that. I'm fine as a map maker. I don't have anything against that. That's okay. Of course, it's very dangerous because of the window there and because people can pop out of Marketplace. And this has changed, so this becomes like a little bit of a lurk corner here as well, or a ninja corner, a ninja spot or something. Okay, so big changes here. Another big thing, the fence has changed. This fence used to not allow for people to throw nades through, and that was a big oversight on my part, for which I do want to apologize. You basically, when you throw something, it would act like this. Let me actually do this with a nade here. It would act like this all the time. Like, even if you threw it through a gap, it would bounce back. This has changed. Now you can get into position, find the nade that you like, and basically just throw it, and it'll go right through, giving you, again, more strategic means to kind of take the bomb site. Now, this might not be the most useful smoke, but I'm sure there's going to be countless smokes that people can come up with. There's plenty of ways to align yourself here, plenty of reference points in here. Oh, that failed. Let's try this one. Oh, shit, I threw it against there. Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say here. I suck at it, but there's going to be countless ways to actually do this right and better than I just did there. Wow, that was a fail. This cover has been introduced as well. Similarly, on the A-bomb side, we have changes. First one I want to mention is these two windows are now boarded up. Okay, there used to be spots where you could, for example, go up here or you could even go up here. You could even continue jumping up to here, and you would actually be able to see through these windows all the way through here, and it was really imbalanced. Okay, that was not fair. So what I've done is I've boarded the windows up. Okay, this is basically what this does is you can still actually shoot through them. So you know, if you're feeling a little bit like JW or something, okay, you can still do this. Right, you can still kind of wall bang, and I like that, but you're not going to be able to see, so it's going to be a ridiculous, you know, pot shot there. If you do look at the B bomb site, not so much has changed, but we have added one piece of cover as well, just to make it easier to hold, and you know, now you can hold the window from here, or you can, you know, maybe play from here. This is of course an old spot. But yeah, this piece of cover here is new. I've also removed the boards here because this was kind of a bad visibility zone and I didn't like it too much. So now this is very fair, very open. So if you want to, you know, hold that, you can actually go into office and can kind of hold this angle. This becomes a really cool angle to hold as well. So you could have if you have two CTs playing B side, you can actually have one in office looking up, holding your ladder, and you can have the other guy or girl maybe holding door from here or from here or from wherever else you want to hold it. You can jump up here. You could probably do a jump scout here. You know, there's a lot of tactical kind of options that you have available to yourself. And also, if T's take the bomb site, now they get a fair shot into the office area. They can actually see what they're doing here. It's much cooler, much more fair, in my opinion. Yeah, so ladder has changed. Ladder was kind of weird. So if CTs actually do want to play a little bit more aggressive, back in the day, back in 1.2 and before that, the ladder was right here. So basically, if you wanted to peek out, you would be on the ladder, kind of stuck on the ladder, and it would screw up your aim. It was really stupid. It was really frustrating. So I've added this little balcony area here, okay? And what this allows you to do is it allows you to have a proper spot. You can just, I mean, it's a pretty risky spot to peek out here. You're just gonna have to be pretty quick, okay? You're really gonna have to be like JW or something again, basically, if you're gonna do this. But it's really risky, but you can do it now. It's fair. And if you do want to go down, the ladder is now here. So just very simple ladder because you just need to hold W and that's it. You know, in this case, hard to mess that up. And you can even just jump down. It doesn't do any damage. Well, you can fall down. If you jump down, it's probably going to do damage. No, not even that. Cool. Learned something about my own map there. I should take this time to mention there's more detail here. I added something like this. I added a lot of more detailed spots. There's a nice little spot up here, which is my reference to esports, by the way. I like this. Something I've taken from Train, which I assume they've done this. It's basically the idea being that there's actually people there sitting, kind of enjoying the beautiful country here, whatever country it would be, and actually watching, you know, the game of Counter-Strike unfold here. And there's another spot at the other bomb site as well, by the way. Just if we're going to talk about like Easter eggs, where is it? There. Same thing, kind of like the idea being that people are like in a bar or at home, having friends over, watching the game, drinking drinks and eating nice food. That's basically the idea. While I'm here, by the way, the windows have been made larger, so now it's easier to jump out. You don't get slowed down anymore, and also the jump up into the window becomes a little bit more easy. Oh wow, I'm an idiot. Sorry. It really is easy. It's super easy, I'm just super bad. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at other changes. I was talking about the bomb site ladder. More detail. It's probably just about it with the more important stuff. Boost spots have been fixed. That's something I wanted to mention. Okay, there was a way to get onto this, which has now been fixed. As you can see, there's invisible walls here to the sides, so that can't be done anymore. You can actually jump on this crate, but you will not be able to jump on top of this thing either. So yeah, this, as far as I know, that should be pretty much it. Gonna shoot that thing every time. Yeah, some of the rubble has been moved. Another good suggestion. So the corners are more clear. This thing has moved. There's wheelbarrows, so now you can jump up on top of here. I've added some, for dark surfaces, I've added this. paint to make it more fair, so you can see the view models, the player models better. And that is just about it. I've probably forgotten like hundreds of things. But unless I can come up with that on the spot right now, which I don't think I can, that's probably going to be the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much for testing the map. I know it was probably a little bit frustrating for some people to play the map in the state that it was played in, but you know, that's the thing with playtesting. You don't get the perfect map. You do get a map that's work in progress, and you help making it better. And I think this map has already changed for the better, okay? It's actually probably a doable jump there. The map has changed for the better, I do think, and so please do let me know what you think. Please do play it a little bit, like, you know, now that I think this map is maybe done or maybe very close to being done. My only wish for this is to basically have it be played, because this took hundreds of hours for me and for my friend Annex, who helped me out with making a lot of texturing and some of the prop placement rather. So this was count as hours for both of us, and it would be a shame to see this map basically never be played. And yeah, that's my wish for this. So if you do have a server, if you do want to, you know, play this map, if you do want to see something changed, give me the feedback. I'm always nice. I'm always you know, very, very thankful for people doing that. And so yeah, you know, chances are your changes are going to be made. By the way, now that I see this, one change I did forget. This used to be open due to popular feedback. I've closed this, so you were able to see feet down there, and you could actually like get people. It would be making for really easy holds to this side. So I've changed this. It's still very wall bangable. You can wall bang this even with something like a Glock or a USP, and but you don't see. So, you know, again, you need information from somewhere else to be able to do this, or you need to just be lucky or use your ears and see if a CT is going to retake and you hear them. You know, you can just bam, get a lucky headshot. Makes for a really cool highlight, but it takes a lot of luck, okay, or a lot of skill. So I like that quite a bit. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching. Play the map. Please do let me know, rate it or something. I mean, you know, I'd love for this to become more than it is right now, which is basically a dead fish after the cool playtesting is over. That's over now. Do let me know if you want a chance to give me your feedback, or, you know, you can even run around the map with me if that's what you like, and tell me what you think. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.